What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rex Righteous, and I'm back with another rap rant. Alright, so I was watching some videos on YouTube and stuff, and I saw a little breakdown of Errol Spence. Um, so, um, it was interesting. It was his first comeback interview after the accident. So my take is that I think he's okay. I think the brain injuries that he's had wasn't that bad. If not, he wouldn't have been in public. But I definitely think he's still recovering from some whiplash, and he's trying to fight through it. Now, there's a flip side to this. Um, he's gonna need time. He says that his next fight is gonna be in May, which is the summertime. The interviewer tried to throw him off with that. He's like, spring, summer, what? May is summer. Okay, relax. Um, um, it's still spring-ish, but it's like, when it gets hot. It's the same thing for a lot of people in the West Coast and South and stuff like that. It doesn't always stay cold. You know what I'm saying? So May is a good time for him. I get it. I think he's just throwing a date out there. He was supposed to have a fight in January versus Danny Garcia, so he's not happy with that. That's good. Those are all good signs. It's all good signs that he wants to keep his belts. Right now, it's a mental game, and he's not forced to fight at all. But he has to recover. He's not gonna sound the same. You know, not right away. I think in time he will. But the fact that he came to a fight and showed his face, answered questions, took pictures, that is a great, 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 great look. If you're an Earl Spence fan, it takes a lot of balls to do that. So that's basically all I had to say. He had a little speech impediment, but he spoke for the most part pretty good. I think he's like 90% when it comes to talking. Like he doesn't sound off. Just a few, with the words with the P's and the R's. He was kind of like slurring a little bit, but aside from that, he doesn't sound like a punch drunk fighter or anything like that. He just sounds like he hasn't been talking that much. But I think his spirits is gonna be high to fight again, and once he gets back into training mode and forgetting about everything will come back naturally. It's gonna take back a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a couple weeks. That's my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. How long will Errol Spence take to come back? You think he can come back even sooner, or do you think he looks good? Does he sound good? He still has two belts on the line, so that's a lot of money he'll be throwing away if he, wasn't, um, gonna fight anymore. Being that he had an accident in a sports car, um, he could take a year off, but he would have to cough up one of those belts, maybe even both of them. So, I don't think he wants to do that. But aside from that, he wants to fight big fights. He says he wants to fight Pacquiao, Danny Garcia, and of course they were very, selective with their fighters. They could have put Crawford on that poster again, but they didn't. And there has been talks in the media, so I'm gonna make this a two-part right now. There has been talks in the media about Crawford and Porter having conversations. Kenny Porter reached out to the Crawford team, and if I'm not mistaken, Crawford hasn't gotten back to them, but they're thinking about putting something together. I would think it is wise to try and make that fight on the undercard of Fury and Wilder. That's how it was in the 80s, man. That's how it was in the 90s, too, and the early 2000s. People need to, stick up for that. Like, try and, you know, make it big, man. Make it big. People are going to love it. They're going to watch it for sure. So, let's see what happens with the welterweight division, going back to Earl Spence. Now I think Danny Garcia is already scheduling a fight, and that's gonna have them, you know, off stepping each other. You know what I mean? So let's see who Earl has to fight. He says he doesn't want to tune up, but that might be um, what might happen. You know, it might be a mandatory, or he might still fight somebody tough, but you know his fans will understand. It's just, will the rest of um, the boxing community understand? Because this is kind of like Thurman. You know, Thurman got an injury from his elbow. And then he also got an injury from a car accident as well. It wasn't as bad as Errol Spence, but he got hit by the airbag, and that took him off like 6 weeks. And that shit sucks, you know. Airbag sucks, man. You know, you're going pretty quick, and then that thing hits you, and it's like a punching glove. It's like a boxing glove. I'm sorry, and you know, if you're not anticipating it, it can really knock you hard, really strong. Um, that's how it's been explained to me by, you know, nurses and firefighter people, you know, things like that. But it's just trash, man. You don't want to go through that. You know, going top speed, you don't expect it, boom, you know. So that's what happened to Thurman, and it threw him off. You know, was he a different fighter? Yeah, but he came back a little bit better. You know, I think Thurman's still a good fighter. He's a solid fighter. And Spence, I never really doubted. It's just, you know, he had a close fight with Porter. I scored a point for Porter. That doesn't mean that Spence is trash. He still holds 2 titles. The future is up for him, you know, and this will probably keep him hungry. So other than that, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Um, Happy holidays to all my friends. You guys stay safe out there. Stay positive. And let's try to keep boxing alive, yo. Peace out. And I will say, there might be some more videos coming. I want to talk about some more stuff with some of the fights going on in England, because I saw that they signed something for Kell Brook. I want to check out some more fights. Like I said in the past, in the last video, go check that out. I want to watch the Crawford fight back. But until then, guys, you guys stay safe out there. Peace out, and keep watching the live, yo. Try to stay tuned in. There's always more to go. Peace out.